John, Jay, and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John, Jay, and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to John, Jay, and Rich. Wake your ass up.
1047 Kiss FM, John, Jay, and Rich. Phone number is 877-937-1047. You can text us. You text JJR and whatever your message is to 96893, and we will text you back. Now, I was telling Rich and Nick, our producer, I texted this morning. I was running late this morning because I was chit-chatting with my sister all morning long because she lives right in the middle of all those fires in L.A.
Ooh,
like, if you get on social media, you turn on TV, everybody's live from these fires everywhere, like... And she's got her car packed and ready to evacuate. My cousin evacuated already. And I guess all of LA is like burning down, right? Do you guys know anything about it?
It started yesterday morning, I think around 10:30 in the Pacific Palisades. And I guess within an hour, it was already 200 acres that it had burned. They have like 100-mile-hour winds. So the water that the firefighters are putting on the fire isn't really helping put it out. Mm-hmm. And the area that it's in, like a lot of celebrities live in that area. Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Miles Teller, Reese Witherspoon, Adam Sandler, Steve Guttenberg, who was in the Police Academy movie, and he was actually out there helping the firefighters.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's good.
Well, I called my sister because she's in the middle of it, right? And she said her car was loaded. And I was like, I want her to jump on the air with us right now. But I don't know if her phone's cutting out. I don't know if it's the fire or she's just, can't speak. Are you there, Evia?
I'm here.
Okay. So how bad is it?
It's terrible. It's so sad. It's the out the window. The wind is awful. It's one of these things and it's my kids, the rival high school.
Oh, yeah, it is cutting out bad.
The rival high school burned down, I think.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So they're saying that right now, at this moment, winds are almost, it points, they're almost 100 miles an hour, which, that carries those embers super far, and they're losing about what they call 5 football fields an hour to the fire right now.
Well, the wind here was crazy last night.
Yeah.
And so I can't imagine what it's like.
Morning. Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like knowing there's a fire pushing that wind out. Now, get this, Noah on our show, little Noah on our show, he's taken Friday and Monday off, right? Because I believe his aunt passed away. Is that what happened?
Yeah, my great aunt passed away.
Oh, sorry.
99 years old, though.
So I walked into the back room to ask him to pull some audio for me for something I want to do later. And he gives me that little Rich Barrow hold finger. You know, the one that bothers your dad, Peyton?
Yeah.
He's on the phone. He's like, hold on, I'll be right with you. He big time me. So I go, what's going on? He goes, my aunt died. And he was on the phone with Airbnb because the funeral this weekend is in L.A., where the fires are.
Oh.
But it seems to not affect Noah because he's moving forward. As people are evacuating that area, he's going there.
in.
Not only am I going in, I'm driving in.
And I'm like, wait a minute. How? Like, they're
it's
shutting...
going to be that car on the movies where you see literally all I see on social media is the cars piled up just trying to get out.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the one car.
Yeah, I'm like,
no traffic.
Wouldn't the funeral be canceled or something? People are evacuating there.
You would think.
He's like, I'm going to stay in downtown LA. I don't think you can stay in downtown LA.
No, I mean, the smoke alone. First of all, they're showing cars on Sunset Boulevard that the fire trucks had to basically bulldoze through so that they could get to the fire. I don't know that that's a great place to go visit at the moment.
The original property that I was going to go stay at, it was in Topanga Canyon.
I just don't know if you're going to be able to get in. That doesn't make sense.
Like they shut down the freeways or whatever,
like
the
Rich said,
highways.
Yeah.
What Rich said is, and that's literally what's happening.
They're bulldozing cars.
People are leaving their cars and running away from their cars.
Yeah.
And the fire department get through, and they have bulldozers moving the cars out of the way. But here comes Noah.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
You would think you would reschedule the funeral, but if your family lives in LA, so are they all good or what?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet, and
Because their house is burned down.
we might even be trying to get tickets to be on The Price is Right. So
I don't think any of that's going to happen. No.
Noah lives like in a bubble.
Yeah.
Like, you just think they're going to get on the prices, right?
Is your aunt being cremated? Because that might have already happened. The fire's pretty strong.
When I talked to Noah about this morning, he walks in, he's like, this is such a Noah thing. Get this. I'm going to Topanga Canyon this weekend, and they just canceled my Airbnb because I guess there's fires everywhere.
He doesn't know that there's fires.
Yeah.
But he's going to be the only person standing in line for Price is Right.
Is that going to get picked?
I bet you they're canceling everything.
They have to be, you would think.
You might want to check into that.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I was calling my sister, because I wanted to know, because Noah said he was going to stay downtown L.A. Like, since she's there, do you know if L.A. is shut down? What I was going to ask her. But her phone disconnected or whatever.
I hope she doesn't wait to evacuate.
That's what I was telling her. She
should just go.
She was up all night. They packed her car. Everything's packed, ready to go. And as soon as they get to a street called Montana, which is right around the corner from her house, her street connects to Montana. As soon as the fire hits Montana, they're supposed to evacuate. And this morning at 3 a.m., I was on the phone with her, and it hit Montana.
Yeah, like, why are you still there?
Why are you still there? My cousin evacuated already. My cousin and her husband went and are now staying at her husband's ex-wife's house.
Well, that's going to be cozy.
Like, I'm like, what?
Wait, why is she still there?
I don't know. I don't know why my sister, that's my sister, man. She's stubborn. Go. Anyway, so that's a little news update. So we'll follow up what's going on with Noah this weekend and check in with Noah on the weekend and see how the Price is Right's going on. Noah, you're unbelievable. 104.7 KISS FM. John, Jane, Rich. Kyle's got 3 things we need to know.
This is one of those things where I saw the headlines on social media and I was just like, what? Okay. President-elect Trump spoke for more than an hour yesterday, reiterated his desire for the United States to acquire Greenland, the Panama Canal, and even Canada. He also said, we're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America because it's a beautiful name and it's appropriate. Knows about it. It's appropriate. Okay. Whatever.
Can we just do that? We can just change it, call it something else? Change all the maps?
No more French fries, American fries. Denver omelets now, the American omelet.
We got the best Gulf. It's got the best hurricanes. It's got the warmest water.
So we talked a little bit earlier about the devastating fires in California right now. It turns out emotional news stories like that have a really strong impact on men's financial decisions. They found after watching real-life negative news stories, men avoid financial risks even when the decisions are completely unrelated to whatever it is the news was that they saw. However, the opposite was true for women whose decisions were unaffected. It's like we see negative news and then the financial, it's a totally separate compartment in the brain, but for some reason that emotional negative news gets guys like the wallet's closed, the bank is closed.
So they don't want to go and spend their money, right?
They don't want to be risky.
It makes sense to me.
I mean,
that part makes sense. I don't understand how it doesn't affect, but that would be a woman thing. But I get it's like we can't go on vacation this summer. LA's on fire right now.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it is something like that. And women are like, well, we could go somewhere else on vacation. Speaking of money and money choices, they can actually have a huge impact on relationships. They said 58% of couples, that's over half of couples, make this innocent mistake that can lead to divorce, and it involves money. 58% of spouses hide money from their partners, which they call something almost as harsh as physical infidelity, financial infidelity. And when financial infidelity like that takes place, it can really negatively impact your relationship and oftentimes lead to divorce.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. I actually know a few people that kind of do this in a way. They hide purchases and hide spending and hide money coming in from their husband so they don't have to answer to him about spending money on stuff. It's one of my friends, she'll actually go to the grocery store and then she'll get cash back, but on the checking account it just shows up as that's how much you spent on groceries, and then she's got this extra cash to walk around with. I know.
I don't know what show I just watched, but I just watched a show where the woman was a billionaire but her husband didn't know. Or she was a billionaire because her dad was super rich. What show was I watching?
I watched that too.
Succession?
No, that's the one that's dead to me.
Oh, No Good Deed.
Yes,
yeah.
right?
And
it's
she
one
just
of the
wanted
couples buying the house.
Yes, because she just wanted her husband to love her for her.
Yes.
So she didn't tell him she had $1
Lisa
billion.
Kudrow's a billionaire at the end of the movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
One one of the
One of the
couples
other
trying to buy
couples.
Lisa Kudrow's
Yes,
house.
that's what it was. I was like, I just watched something like that.
I'm like, ding, ding. And so just don't hide the money because, unless you just want your relationship to fall apart, right? You got to think about that. It's not maybe as innocent as you think it may be. It could have a very negative impact on your relationship. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Peyton, what's the vibe for predictions today?
I mean, we're talking about money right now, so I'm going to tell you about your career and what today means for it based on your Zodiac sign.
To get your sign read, you call us right now. 877-937-1047. Tomas, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning, I'm Aries.
Okay, so Aries, your vibe today is first in line for that promotion. You are the CEO of your own life, and today is hyping you up to take some bold steps. So slide into someone's DMs professionally, send that email, or start your rise and grind montage because the stars are saying that you are that ambitious friend, and if you act on it today, good things are going to be coming your way.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's funny because I just actually applied for a different job. So
Good luck.
Look at you go.
Manifesting that for you.
Hey, Tomas,
Yeah.
do you go by Thomas or Tomas?
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. Okay. Because it was spelled Tomas, so I thought I was going to ask you if you ever heard of Cepillín. Do you know who Cepillín is?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you know
I'm
this.
Mexican.
Oh, okay. So you go by Tomas too then. Cepillín is a show I used to watch when I was a kid growing up in Mexico, and he's a clown. And he had a song called Tomas, ooh, Tomas. All right, man. Have a great day, brother. Thanks for calling in.
You as well. Thank you.
How about for Libras?
Yeah, Kyle, my Libra, your motto today is collab is the new currency. So today you are going to be a networking goddess. Grab a coffee or tea for you, Kyle, with a mentor and charm your way into some new opportunities. Balance work and play, but make sure to sprinkle in some aesthetic vibes too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always the aesthetic vibes.
That's a whole thing for you.
All right, how about for Pisces?
Yeah, Rich for Pisces, your vibe today is dream big but hustle soft. So today is your perfect vibe for your main character fantasy. Journaling your goals, just go ahead and do it. Listen to some music while reworking your resume. Big yes. Just keep your head in the stars and your feet on the ground.
Reworking resume.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but get on it.
Yeah, dude, what gives? Hey, David, what's your sign?
David the Bull.
Yes, my Taurus, the bull. Okay, Taurus, today's mood for you is to secure the bag, but do it with some vibes. You know your worth, so make sure that you tax it. A career coach might suggest to you networking, but you're like, does brunch count? And spoiler alert, it absolutely does. So keep cozy and make your LinkedIn glow today.
Well, yeah, I haven't worked on that in a while. I guess I should get on it.
Yes, and then go do brunch after.
Thanks, David.
Mimosas.
Have a great
All
day.
right, thank you.
David. Ooh. No, that's not the way the song goes. How about you for Leos, Peyton?
Yeah, so for Leos, today for us, our energy is main character at the office or in the Zoom call. So today is our chance to channel big boss vibes. So whether that's a new idea, a power outfit, or just a killer GIF reply in the group chat, we are making moves and everyone sees it.
Okay, how about Virgo?
Yeah, Virgo, John Jay, your vibe today is organized grind with caffeinated shine. Today is your Super Bowl, so make a plan, perfect that resume, and crush your goals. So just remember, progress over perfection. Gen Z doesn't believe in burnout, so neither should you. Looks like you and Rich need to get together and redo your resumes today.
Man, maybe we do. I mean, we've got 11 months left in our contract, you guys, so put the word out there. 11 months. All right.
We'd like to keep our current jobs.
Yeah. Thank you, Peyton.
You're welcome.
If you didn't get your sign read, you go to johnjandrich.com, and they're all up there right now. I got a game I want to play. I put together this game. I think this game is pretty topical right now. It's like topical, right? But I think in the next couple days, it'll be even more topical. So I might break the game in half into 2 parts, okay? And I also think this game is fun, but really, really hard. Really hard.
We like a good
We're
challenge.
ready.
All right, we'll play it after SZA. No, do it after SZA. Oh, should we do it now? Let's do it. Want to do it now?
Let's do it now.
Okay. Hold on.
SZA can wait for us.
All right. Let's do, hold on.
I do love SZA, though.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's do it. Here we go. We're going to play now because it's Tuesday, Wednesday.
And John just got a game for you.
Yesterday on Netflix, the Jerry Springer documentary dropped. Have you guys watched it?
No.
Have you heard about it?
No.
It's freaking phenomenal. And the best part, it's only 2 episodes.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys remember the Jerry Springer show?
Yeah, weren't you on it?
No, I was on the Maury Povich show.
Oh.
Everyone would get in fights. And
Same vibe.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have to watch the documentary. The reason I say it's going to be topical later because I think it's going to be number one in a couple days.
It's that good.
It's that good, and it's so.
It's going to knock Squid Game out.
Squid Game's already number 2.
It is.
Yeah,
What knocked it out.
Wrestling.
Oh, probably because everybody already binged Squid Games. It's that kind of show.
Yeah. So, in fact, I keep checking Netflix to see if Jerry's number 1. It will be number 1. You guys will all watch it. And you will all be fascinated by the show. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you the title of an episode of the Jerry Springer Show, and if you think it is a Jerry Springer episode, you need to respond with. If it's not a Jerry Springer episode, you say, not Jerry. Okay? Kyle, I slept with 251 men in 10 hours.
Jerry.
Peyton, my favorite things.
Not Jerry.
Not Jerry.
Not juicy enough.
Not Jerry. In fact, it's one of Oprah's favorite things is that. Rich, gay parents disappointed in straight children.
Yeah, that's Jerry.
No, it's not Jerry.
Oh, it's
when
not?
I cue you, you hit the sound, okay? You got it wrong.
Oh, I wonder who did that episode. That's weird.
Kyle, Hot Topics.
No, that's Wendy Williams.
Nope, that's
Not
a regular
Jerry.
segment on The View. Or it could be William. It's not. Hot Topics, people do it all the time. But it is not Jerry Springer.
Okay.
Peyton, I married a horse.
Oh, that's insane. Not Jerry.
It is Jerry.
What? I thought Jerry Springer was you are not the father.
That's Maury Povich.
Dang.
Jerry Springer.
I'm getting them mixed
In
up.
2004, Jerry Springer introduced the world to a guy named Mark, a farmer who, it's all in the documentary, and it's so disgusting. He brings the horse out on stage. It's his wife. He married the horse.
Ew.
It is so...
That seems illegal.
But that's when the show took off and became number 1 and beat Oprah.
Wow.
It was crazy. Kyle, I married my scarecrow, and it's cheating on me.
Jerry.
It is not Jerry.
Come on. He had the horse wife, but not the scarecrow?
No.
Scarecrows.
I told you this is a hard game.
Scarecrows are very loyal.
Rich, you slept with my stripper sister.
Oh, that's Jerry.
No, that was just me accusing you of something.
Oh.
No, that is Jerry. Peyton, my dog's psychic, and he says you're a liar.
Oh, Jerry.
It is not Jerry. It is not Jerry.
I just like saying Jerry.
Kyle, I cut off my manhood.
Jerry.
In 1997, guest Earl Z appeared to discuss his decision to cut off his own male organ with a pair of garden shears.
Oh, my God.
They discussed that on the show, too.
How is this show not on? It sounds amazing.
It got canceled in 2018. When the thing is, Jerry Springer was a nice guy. The people behind the scenes, it's crazy how these people treated the guests on the show to make them.
Really?
It was all about fights. It's you guys got to watch it. Peyton, my boyfriend only loves me when I'm wearing a panda costume.
Jerry.
Not Jerry.
What?
Not Jerry.
Who did that one?
Rich, woman in labor confronts mistress.
Not Jerry.
It's Jerry.
Oh.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be a fight.
Yeah,
right?
confrontation.
Like, big time confrontation.
Kyle, I'm pregnant by my brother.
Jerry. People love
Now
trash
that
TV.
is illegal.
Peyton, help. My baby is texting my ex.
Okay, not Jerry.
Not Jerry. Rich, I'm a breeder for Division I babies.
Oh, Jerry.
Not Jerry.
I know a couple of girls that act like that and feel that way about themselves.
Secure
I'm
that
a
bag.
breeder. I'm a breeder for the Klan. Was a Jerry Springer episode.
Whoa.
Kyle, my ex is a professional funeral crasher.
Not Jerry.
Not Jerry. Peyton, my grandma's secret boyfriend is Santa, and he's real.
Not Jerry.
Not Jerry. Rich, I found out my fiance moonlights as a professional zombie.
Jerry.
Not Jerry. Kyle, Zach, the 70-pound baby.
Jerry.
Peyton, black supremacists versus white supremacists.
Jerry.
Rich, holiday Holiday table makeovers, helping families prepare for festive celebrations.
Ooh, that would be the worst Jerry Springer episode. Not Jerry.
Not Jerry.
He would never.
But, funny thing is that they show at the beginning of the Jerry Springer episode, it was of the show was those type of shows, and it was losing in the ratings. So they hired this producer guy that used to write the headlines for tabloid magazines.
Oh.
And he turned the whole thing around.
Yes, he did.
But did he come up with this? Kyle, paternity test. I have 2 lovers.
Not Jerry.
Jerry.
That was Foley's thing. Jerry doesn't get that.
Peyton, surprise, I married an Ivy League graduate.
Not Jerry.
Not Jerry. Rich, you know why I don't want sex? I'm banging your ex.
Jerry.
Not Jerry.
Oh, really?
Might be a John J. Rich episode.
Yeah, it seems pretty ripe for us.
Kyle, secret mistresses confronted.
Definitely Jerry.
When you watch the documentary, they get into this episode because it led to murder. After the show, you get goosebumps. After the show, it is crazy. But one of the big things was like all the stuff was actors and fake. It's all real.
Wow.
And they interview all these people. It is crazy. So I highly recommend the Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix. Time for Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information, and Rich has life hacks. Do you know what season started today? And I'm surprised you haven't brought it up yet, Kyle.
The winter solstice.
Girl Scout cookie season.
Oh, we're not in that anymore.
You're
Thank
not?
God. No.
Thank God,
You're
right?
not?
No, that's not our world anymore. Addie quit Girl Scouts, so I will not be selling any Girl Scout cookies
It's officially
this year.
Girl Scout cookie season again, and all the classics will be returning, but this will be the final run for s'mores and toast yays. Glad that doesn't affect you anymore. Which means it doesn't affect us either.
I hope they bring back the Savannah Smiles. Those lemon ones were so good.
I still like the classic Thin Mint.
Yeah, those are always good. Frozen?
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
Glitter pickles, or glickles for short, are all the rage on TikTok. You dump a bunch of edible glitter in a pickle jar and enjoy the fanciest pickle ever.
I feel like Peyton should have already done that.
Yeah, I've seen the glickle, the trend, quite often, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's great.
Remember I was telling you guys yesterday how I'm supposed to go to lunch with my friend Greg?
Yes.
I was trying to avoid it as much as I could. And the last conversation I think I had off air is I picked a restaurant way up north so he wouldn't want to go, but he wanted to go.
I told you he would go.
So I went to lunch with him and he showed up with a jar of pickles. He's like, look at this. I'm like, what? He goes, I made these. These are for you.
Yeah.
And he made me some special Japanese spicy pickles.
He's such a nice friend to you.
They were delicious.
I don't know why.
Well, I say real quick. So I go, so we were supposed to go to lunch, right? So I was trying to postpone it. And I was like, let's just go next week. Maybe we can go for a walk or go for a hike. Or do you want to work out with me? We'll go next week. And he goes, yeah, I'd love to do that with you next week. And I said, great. Then like an hour later, he goes, so are we still on for today? Like, whoa.
That's double plans.
Yeah, whoa. He says we could walk to the chop shop from his house.
No, it's not too far. He lives right next to it.
That's next, yeah. So next week I'm doing that now.
That's like a block. You can
you're
handle
going to
it.
do 2 friend
I
things
can't get out
in
of it
1
now.
month. Wow.
No. Well, especially he's going to give me more pickles. Oh, get this. So I said, why are you making all these pickles and stuff? And he makes salsa too. He found this website, and it's called, I got to remember the name of it, but it's where I guess every week there's a different spot. You pay $20 and he buys $70 worth of vegetables. 70 pounds worth of vegetables for $20.
Dang. Oh, yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's called Downloads, Borderlands?
I was going to say Bountiful Baskets.
No, he does
damn.
Borderlands produce.
It's so sick. You pay you literally sign up for it in the middle of the week, and then they load up a whole thing of all the tomatoes, onions, all the stuff, and you get 2 huge boxes for $20. It's
That's
amazing.
exactly what he said. Yeah. And I go, so what do you do with all the fruit or vegetables? He goes, well, that's why I'm making you this stuff.
Yeah.
Because he has all this stuff, and he's got to make all this fruit.
I feel like it'd end up being too much vegetables.
That's what I said. But he goes, but then you don't want to waste it, so you make pickles. Jars and jars of pickles. All right, the average U.S. commuter lost 43 hours of their life due to traffic jams last year. 43 hours of their life. A video of a 22-year-old Hooters waitress trying to flirt her way out of a DUI is going viral. Do you guys see this yet?
Yeah.
No.
Listen to her.
We're going to make out here. Okay. We're going to make out here.
No, we are not. Here,
turn off the lights.
Stop right there.
Turn off the lights.
All right.
I got to pee, bro.
I know.
Bro, I got to pee.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy.
All right, can you put your feet together?
Put my feet together.
And your hands on your side.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts right now?
No, I'm wearing glasses. Hey, Sophia.
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
Anyway, she did not get out of the table.
Oh, yeah, she's wasted.
We're going to make out. That's like a breathalyzer.
This is a cool story. The Hershey Bears hockey team did their annual teddy bear toss on Sunday, and it broke their own record. Fans showed up with stuffed animals to toss on the ice after the home team scores its first goal, and here's what happened.
Scarbosa shoots and scores! Bring on the sweet, cuddly mayhem! Mike Scarbosa makes the fur fly! It's teddy bear toss bedlam in Hershey! Now you can throw those teddy bears, and what a sight it is here in Chocolate Town! Furry creatures of all kinds raining down onto the ice. The kings of the teddy bear toss looking to set a new world record.
And they did. 102,343 teddy bears were thrown on the ice.
I saw this on TikTok yesterday, and it was a video from like someone in the stands point of view that was like pretty close to the ice. And so there's so many teddy bears being thrown. This girl's getting like pelted with teddy bears because they weren't making it onto the ice because she's like right in front of it. It was actually hilarious. So she's throwing teddy bears everywhere. It was really cute.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
The hack to a good apology, saying sorry. We all have to do it. It can be hard. And to do it effectively, and when you apologize, you kind of want it to be over with fast. And once you say sorry, you don't want people to still pile on you, right? You want to be accepted. So experts say, here's a good way to think about your apologies and have them stick every time. Take out the word but. So in other words, don't say, I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best I can. Instead, experts say, pause, replace but with the pause. So instead say, I'm sorry.
Pause.
I'm doing the best I can.
Don't say pause?
You don't have to say pause. Just replace it with a pause.
I think they pause like dog paws.
So pause. I'm sorry.
Pause.
We'll try that one too, whichever one. So that life hack and many more can be found at johnjrich.com.
Last night I was getting ready for bed. My wife's like on her phone, and she says, I found that thing Kyle was talking about for the vision boards.
Vision Board Magazine.
Yeah, she found it. And then she's like going, wait a minute, which one was it?
No,
she says to me.
so many of them.
I know. Well, here's how she figured out. She goes, which one was it? I go, I don't know. What it is. And she goes, she said it was $17. Is that what you said?
I think it was like $17.
So she went looking for the $17 one and thinks she got it.
You know what I did is I actually just went on Amazon. I searched Vision Board Magazine, and then I just picked the one that I thought looked like it would have the most stuff that I would like in there. So I think that's what you do. You just search Vision Board Magazine and then pick one that you feel like maybe the aesthetics of the cover works for you.
What did you find when you were looking through your old planners?
It was like a moment, you guys, yesterday where I felt like, I don't know, I think this is like my lucky day and I need to go get a lottery ticket or something. Because to get inspiration for my vision board, I looked back at a couple of my old planners, which is where I keep the little vision board so that I can see it every day when I'm planning. And I, like, at the very back of my planner from 2023, I have this little pocket and little stickers go inside of it. And I'm like, oh, stickers. I'll use this for the new one. And I take it out, and in there is $40.
How?
Two $20 bills in the back pocket of my planner that has now been sitting there for 2 years.
Oh, geez.
Wow. I used to get excited when I find $1 or something like that.
No. I was
Two
like,
20s?
oh my gosh. How did I
Don't
not like
tell Scott.
how did I not know that like how was I not like, where's my $40?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what did I put that back there for that I didn't end up purchasing? And now I feel like this pressure or a responsibility maybe of like, what should I do with this $40? This is like, I've been blessed with $40. Like, do I use it for something selfish and just go buy something frivolously?
Invest.
Or since I didn't feel like I had this money, do I go like take this as like a random act of kindness and just spread the love and pay it forward? I had this great moment. It made me feel great. So let me take this money and make somebody else feel great with it. I haven't done anything with the $40 yet.
I'm like, put it in savings. That's what I would do.
You could put it next year's planner.
That'll be manifesting good luck to your bank account.
I know, but then I feel like I should do, like maybe I'll take half, like do $20 and do something good with it, and then take the other $20 and save it.
Okay.
Or you can have lunch.
I don't know.
Lunch at Taco Bell with all of it.
Oh, yeah.
You're
For
crazy
real.
for $40.
Lunch is on me, Taco Bell, you guys, for everyone.
What a high that must be to find
was
$40, you know? Like literally when you find one or something like that, you get all excited. Or like if I find a quarter, I get all excited.
Like, you know, like sometimes you find like a couple bucks in your pocket or something when you do your laundry.
$40. $40.
But like you said, you put it there for a reason. So it was like, you know, because that's 2 20s. You know what I mean? That's not 8 5s.
I know, but it was like 2 years ago. I can't remember.
You're like, at the end of the year, I'm going to purchase this with this money. And you just forgot what it was. So maybe you put it in the back of this year's planner for next year so you could be surprised all over again.
I probably won't find it for another 2 years because I actually realized something about myself when I was looking at my old planners. I only get planners every 2 years because I think I do it and then I give up on it. And then the next year I'm like, I didn't really stick with that. I probably shouldn't buy one. And then the next year I'm like, I'm getting my life together again. So I have one from 2021, 2023, and now a new one in 2025.
What if you owed somebody $40 and every day they come in here and they're like, "What did you do with the money?"
It would. I definitely. It wouldn't be that because if I ever owe, like anytime I've ever owed people money, it like eats me up alive until I pay them back.
Okay.
So I definitely know I wouldn't space that.
So
unless
what happened?
someone's like, "Where's my $40?" Yeah.
When you were shopping yesterday
at the dollar store.
Was it before you found the $40?
I thought I was going crazy yesterday. So I'm at the dollar store and like over the loudspeakers, like Kyle, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, that was weird. And so like, definitely they're not talking to me in the dollar store. I'm just looking for some tissue paper and whatnots. So I keep walking and it's like, Kyle. And I'm like, why can't I understand the next thing they're saying after they say my name? Who's calling me? And I'm like, should I go to the front? Like maybe I dropped my ID.
Reporting.
And they're calling me to the front or something, right?
I can't read unplugged.
And then they say it again, almost very frustrated. Kyle, we need you at the front. A customer needs 2 gallons of water. And I'm like, do they want me to get these gallons?
Give in to the
odd.
But like I can actually see you walking and grabbing 2 gallons of water.
So can I. You can see it. Oh God.
Here you go.
I don't know where the gallons of water are. I've never seen gallons of water.
They have self-checkout. You're practically working there already.
I just see you panic and you go get 2 gallons of water, bring them to the front. I'm assuming there's someone there named Kyle.
That's what I assumed. Like the next they did another announcement because whoever this Kyle was that worked at this dollar store wasn't paying attention and was like, customer is waiting, Kyle. And so I'm like,
well, the other Kyle saw you there and thought you're going to bring up the water. She's got it.
Like, look, my name is Kyle. So was it? Oh, you never.
I don't know because I was like, I don't think that's for me.
If you saw somebody running with 2 gallons of water, you're like, oh, hey, that must be Kyle.
They weren't in my aisle, but I'm assuming that's what happened because that was the customer is waiting was the last announcement.
No one named Kyle was in your aisle?
No, not in my aisle. The Kyle was not in my aisle.
He might have been there all the while.
Moment though, I definitely was
probably
like,
ran a mile.
Am I going crazy here?
He's not answering because he sees you. He thinks you're going to handle it all.
So you found $40. You go to the dollar store, and then you went to the dermatologist.
Well, that was another reason why I thought I was going crazy because. So I do like a yearly skin check because I've had a skin cancer, like a basal cell skin cancer, like in my hairline before, and they actually had to remove almost a quarter size from the hairline, and so I got to stay on top of it, right? Mm-hmm. So I went in for a skin check, and they were like, "Come back in 4 months, and we have to recheck this." There's a little thing they were concerned about on the tip of my nose, so it was about 3 months ago. Well, I believed my appointment was a certain day, and I looked at my calendar, and the appointment was the day before, so I missed it. I totally spaced it. They charged me $50 for it, but I called in, and I was like, I feel so stupid. I, for some reason, thought it was today. It was yesterday. My bad. Can I reschedule? So I rescheduled, and I put it down in my calendar, and I've been hyper vigilant. Like, I know that this appointment is Tuesday. I have to be there at noon on Tuesday. And I keep looking at it and reminding myself because I don't want to forget again. So yesterday, I'm sitting here at work because I'm like, I'll just kill some time at work before I have to be there because then I won't get distracted anywhere and I'll just go. So I'm sitting at work and I get a text and it's like, we're excited to see you for at this point, it's 11. Mm-hmm. 11. Mm-hmm. We're excited to see you for your appointment at 11. And I was like, what? Was my appointment at 11 and not noon? And I'm like, I look back at my calendar and I'm like, no, it's noon, but I better leave right now just in case. So I speed over there, right? And on my way over there, I'm like, I don't know the exact address. So I'm kind of looking through the emails they sent. And in the email, on the calendar, it's at noon. And in one of the emails they sent with the address, it's like, your appointment is at 11 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I freaking do this again? Like, was it a daylight savings time thing? Did my calendar just change the time because daylight savings time changed over? That's what I thought too. So I run in, I get there at 11:40 and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought my appointment was at noon, but there's something in your email that says 11. I'm just hoping, can you still get me in? Because I missed my last appointment. I felt really bad. And she goes, hold on a second. She types on her computer. She goes, no, your appointment's at noon. And I was like, oh my God.
The emotional
I'm a
roller
responsible
coaster
citizen.
they just put you through.
Literally. Okay, so then the appointment's quick. She's like, oh, that spot looks great. When we froze it off last time, it looks like it cleared it up. Nothing to be concerned about. Let's schedule your follow-up for your actual yearly full body skin check. I go, great. So I check out. I go home, and last night I get a text from the dermatology place. I kid you not. Sorry you missed your appointment today. I was like, excuse me, my appointment cost me $300. I definitely did not miss it. So now I have to call him today and be like, maybe my appointment was at 11.
I think that scheduling software is a little wonk. I think you're fine.
Yeah, they had a glitch in the Matrix.
That doesn't happen on your Apple Watch or your Apple phone.
I know. Well, maybe I should switch to Apple. Never. So it was a day yesterday. I literally was like, what is this? Like,
Sounds
I'm
like it.
going insane.
I hope you got a nap in.
I didn't, but I will do that today.
Okay.
Hey, I thought this was so funny because I saw this headline, and in my head, I answered the headline. It was like, David Schwimmer says Friends fans still yell something at him. And immediately in my head, I heard it. What do you think it is? Pivot. So I was like, that's got to be it, right? That's got to be it. And what else could it be, right?
What else
I listened to the clip.
I get a lot of random people shouting pivot at me, which sometimes is startling, but also it's just a reminder that the series lives on, which is good.
Here we go. Pivot. 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 Pivot.
This put a smile on my face. Anyway, we're going to pivot from that story to Rich giving us an update on being a stepdad.
Yeah.
You mean Rich, a.k.a. Mark.
Mark, yes. And if you're to follow along with the story, if the name Mark comes up, is if Rich got married and he became a stepdad, I joked that a stepdad's name should be like Mark. And so now we always joke that the stepdads call you Mark.
Sometimes
you're not my dad, Mark.
Sometimes the stepkids say, hey, Mark. They'll be like, did you throw away my sandwich? Did you throw away my Jersey Mike's? I'm like, yeah, man. It was sitting on the counter, smelled like onions, thought it was 2 days old. I threw it away.
It's like when you try to be a dad, like he comes, you're like, hey, how was school today? Like, it was whatever, Mark. Like, you're not my dad. What's going on with him?
Well, they're great kids, but the youngest one is very quiet. He doesn't really say a whole lot. I don't really have a lot of long conversations. The other one, we talk a lot. We're in sync. We agree on the same things. The youngest one, I really don't know what he's about. He basically comes up from the basement when his DoorDash arrives, and then he goes down and plays video games, like a lot of 15-year-olds, right? But it's time to learn how to drive, and I have offered my services, and Stacy has taken me up on it. So I am going to teach my youngest, the youngest stepchild, how to drive. And
Does he not have a dad that can help him drive?
Yeah, but nobody wants that job. I taught my other kids I taught my kids how to drive, all of them, and they did okay. Nobody's had any accidents or speeding tickets yet. But when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about my dad teaching me how to drive, the very impatient and hostile Frankie Serafino Barra. So the first thing he told me after we just pulled out of the driveway, he's like, Richard, you're the most dangerous thing on the road. You are. You're the most dangerous thing. So we come up to a stop sign, and instead of him saying stuff like, when we come up to the stop sign, you need to put on the brakes, he would just go, brakes, 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 scare the crap out of me, and then I would forget the brake, and then I'd roll through the stop sign.
Oh my gosh.
So we're starting in Stacy's car, too, because she would like him to learn how to drive her car. But then I realized I don't want to go in Stacy's car. I bet it's a mess. I haven't even looked inside it in like 5 weeks. I'm gonna have to take him in my car because I know that my car is clean and it's safe. Hers, she's got like a full Sephora in the middle dash. And then on the side, it is every single beverage from every fast food. There's a Freddy's frozen custard, like 3-day-old Diet Coke sitting over there. There's probably some Starbucks.
Which definitely makes the car dangerous.
No, definitely. I was going to say, though, Rich, like, I feel like Stacey's car would be a lot easier to drive because you drive like a monster's truck.
That's right, but he's getting a truck. He's getting like an old, 2003 Chevy Silverado or something like that. So he needs to learn the driving of a truck rules. And Mom's not going to be able to, well, I mean, some moms, but Stacey can't teach that. She's afraid of my truck. She will not drive my truck. So I guess we start this weekend, and I will have video and full updates for you guys. Okay. It's going to be...
So he's down. Like, that's you being a good stepdad.
He's down, and I think it's going to be awkward and hilarious at the same time.
Well, I'm just wondering, John Jay, what would that sound like in the car if you put a camera in whilst Rich, a.k.a. Stepdad Mark, is teaching.
Shut up, Mark.
Please vlog it.
We're going to make a left over
What do
here.
you mean 10 to 2, Mark?
We're just going to drive through this parking lot right here. Just take your time through the parking lot. We're going to go on the backside.
Mark? What do you drive? Why do I need to learn to drive, Mark? I can take an Uber.
We've got Uber Eats that comes to the house. I don't need to drive anywhere to get anything.
Well, that's very exciting, Rich. I can't wait to see the video.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and that's really nice of you to do that.
It's going to be a bonding moment.
That's what I was going to say. You guys are going to be besties by the end of it.
And then maybe, like, if we need a getaway car, I got a guy. Got my driver.
There you go.
The thing about driving, though, it's like my wife now, I don't know what happens after being married for a long time, but she really exaggerates, like, the danger of being my passenger. Do you know what I'm saying?
This noise,
that, oh yeah, now she'll put her hands up in front of her face, like, when a car brakes, the brake lights go way ahead of me, like way ahead. And we were driving in Hawaii, and she did that. I go, you know what? I go, it's very frustrating when you do that because there's no danger, and she doesn't say anything. Like, it's come to the point here when it happens here where I almost want to say, from now on, you drive your car, I'll drive my car, we'll meet somewhere because I don't drive together because it's so like.
Does she? I think when you ride with your sig other, they either over give you directions or don't give you directions to the places they know how to get to, but you've never been to.
Dude, over giving directions. Get this. So we're in Hawaii driving, and we've got Siri on telling us where to go. Right. So Siri will be like, at the light, make a left. And she'll go, make a left up here. At the stop sign, we're going to make a right. And then she goes, make a right at the stop sign. I'm like, hey. I'm hearing it and I'm looking at it. Like, I don't need you to repeat what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing.
I mean,
it's the weirdest thing.
John Jay, you have had some hearing issues as of late.
It's the opposite. I'll be driving us to one of my wife's friend's house, and she'll be looking at her phone, and I'll be like, do you want to tell me where to turn? She's like, oh, it was back there. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Because there are a pair of shoes on sale on Poshmark. If I don't get them now, then they're gone forever, okay? They're gone forever.
Oh, yeah, Blake has this too. If we're driving somewhere and we're using the navigation on her phone, she's holding it up. She's a pastor. She's holding it up. But so I'm driving. So like if you were driving and here's the screen, here's the monitor, right? She's like this. So she's showing me the monitor, but she's watching the road. So now her hand turns, and now she's just like her hand's going whatever, and I can't see the map, right? And I can't. And her hand's moving the whole time. And I'm like, can you just give me the phone? So I put it on my knee. And I can see the map. And then she'll repeat everything that the map says.
Yeah. See, I'm going to teach all these things to the stepson. He's going to know all this stuff.
Good luck. Peyton, what happened with you at the dentist yesterday?
Oh my gosh. My feelings were hurt, and the dental assistant or hygienist that was assisting me on my filling did not have to play my life the way that she did.
Did you have a cavity?
I did. Well, I was getting a old filling fixed because I had a crack in the old filling or something like that. So they wanted to fix it before it turned into another cavity. But I go there, and she's like, the dentist comes in and he gives me the shot, right, to numb my face. And she goes, your lips are a little crusty. You want some chapstick?
Ouch.
Is it crusty?
Crusty?
I was like, actually, I will take the chapstick. Thank you. But, why did you have to be so, upfront about it? You could have just been here's some chapstick. You didn't need to tell me I was crusty.
So if she gave you chapstick, then is she your friend or no?
No, I mean, but she's worked on, when I went and got my veneers done, she was helpful in that situation. So we're tight. I mean, she's seen me with no 2 front teeth.
But sharing chapstick with somebody, that's...
No, they gave me my own chapstick. They have their dentist brand.
Oh, well, also maybe it was when they have their morning meetings, we got to push the chapstick. We got too much chapstick. So.
In their meeting, they're like, insult the patient if you do.
Maybe her delivery was all wrong.
She's like, your lips are kind of crusty.
Your mouth was jammed open for a long time while they're working on it. You're not getting a lot of moisture there.
I totally understand.
It's crusty,
and I was very thankful because their chapstick is very nice. It's a good type of chapstick. But I was so caught off guard. I was like...
It's not chapstick brand chapstick?
No.
It's medical grade?
It's a medical grade chapstick.
Sounds awesome.
I feel like I'm not as crusty after using it faithfully for the last 3 days. But she played my life.
You know how Monday... we kind of started our New Year's resolutions Monday, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, that was the 6th, right? But we're kind of like, all right, let's be real. It's the first day of work, so that's our New Year's resolution. And then on Monday, I went hiking with a buddy of mine, and I got 13,000 steps. And then yesterday on the air, I said, I think my New Year's resolution is going to get at least 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
So when I was home last night, for the night, I was home. I was at 4,000 steps. And I was like, oh my God. How am I going to get another 6,000 steps? It's freaking 4:00 in the afternoon.
You could walk outside.
Or just run in place.
I did. So I said to my wife, I need to get some steps. You want to walk with me? She goes, yeah. So we walk, right? And I'm walking, and I walked a pretty good distance, I think. And then I walk back, and I'm like, man, I go, I don't like walking. It's like when you're hiking, I have to get somewhere and come back. And I don't like walking. And she's like, what do you mean? It's great. We can talk, we can download, we can catch up with everything. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this to get the steps. So we get home, and I have 6,000, 7,000 steps. I got to get 3 more thousand steps. So she ended up showering, getting dressed, and I was like, I need to go walk again. Do you want to walk with me? She's like, no, I'm already ready for bed. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to hammer this out and get 3,000 steps. Do you know how long it took to walk to get these 10,000 steps?
How long? That's 40 minutes?
It took forever. I was just
You know what you should get?
What?
Have you ever seen those standing treadmills? Those ones that people put at their desk? And then you could do that during the show.
Oh, in here?
You could just walk while we're on the show.
Please do that.
Oh, that would totally be something you would do.
Scott has one at his desk, and it's just so when you stop sitting, you just walk for a little bit, and you sit back down, walk for you could do it.
Yeah, but I walk like a moose, so you'll be hearing these steps as we're doing the show.
Yeah, you need to hear your shoes squeaking.
Yeah, you can hear my shoes squeaking, you can hear me breathing hard.
That would be insane. Do it when you're watching TV at home.
That's a sacred time for John Jay.
I mean,
I need to sit on the couch and eat snacks. But it's so hard.
I know. I
ended up going to bed at 10,800 steps last night.
Oh, you got it.
I got it. But I was I'd walk down. It was really dark, so I'd walk down the street, and it was not enough light.
Don't you have a treadmill?
No. And then I'd walk down another street, and then this dude came running up behind me, scared the hell out of me. Then another dude came running by, and he had one of those running lights on his back so you can see.
Did he on your left you? On your left?
No, he didn't say anything, but he ran right by me, and I was like, maybe I need to get one of those lights. Write that down, Kyle, next year. I'll get a present from Kyle. Yeah, because you said you wanted to hit 10,000 steps 6 months ago, even though you don't do it anymore.
I'll see if you're still doing it.
Here's a red light so no one hits you when you're walking.
Do you think there's a service out there, like how there's DoorDash to bring you food? Do you think there's a person that will finish your steps, like when you're watching TV? They come over, stick on your little band, and you get here's your 4,000 extra steps. Yeah. Have a nice night.
I saw that Camila Cabello is dating a billionaire, right?
Yes.
Right? And I thought when I saw the headline, I thought it was the one billionaire that I heard. You hear about that guy from Shark Tank? He's the main guy at Shark Tank, and he's going to try to buy TikTok.
I just saw that article.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, that guy.
You thought she was dating him?
I thought at first, because I thought TikTok, whatever, but no, it's a young billionaire.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. His name is Henry Jr. Calhoub, and he's Lebanese, and he's a billionaire. And I guess they were romantically linked together back in November, but this is the first time they were just making out so everyone can see. They knew the paparazzi was there, they didn't care, and they were kind of confirming their relationship at this point.
Hey, how did the Golden Globes do?
They actually did really well. And I have to say, the Golden Globes, I'm really over watching awards shows, generally speaking. But the Golden Globes was the first one in a long time that I felt was actually entertaining.
Because of Nikki Glaser, probably.
And I think it was because of her.
I went back and watched the opening monologue. It was so good.
She was real good.
It was funny because she did an interview afterwards, and she's like, I don't mix with these people. These aren't like I'm not like running around in crowds of celebrities. I'm not in celebrity friend groups. Just like the fact that like Angelina Jolie had to sit there and listen to me for 9 minutes just blew my mind. She actually signed a 3-year deal with the Golden Globes. So she'll be back next year and possibly the next year. She got paid, I think, $400,000 for this year, and then that's supposed to go up each time.
Good for her.
She does it. But last year, the Golden Globes had 6.7 million viewers, and this year it was 10.1.
Did you see that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, right? Their divorce is final.
They finalized their divorce. She apparently said it was a fairy tale turned into a nightmare, and she's glad to put it behind her. She is keeping the ring.
She's keeping the ring.
She's keeping the ring. The ring's worth $5 million.
But she's the one that filed, too, right? So isn't the rule he gets the ring back?
I guess it's what they personally worked out. They worked out a whole thing. Like, they're each keeping their own separate assets. So his thing with Matt Damon is safe. He's got all that. And then I guess they've worked out a deal for their Beverly Hills mansion that hasn't sold yet. But once it does, they've already got all the details worked out, and everything was super separate.
So no prenup, but she has that Laura Wasser, and that's like a prenup in itself. So she got whatever she wanted.
Is that a lawyer?
That's that lawyer. Yeah, she's pretty intense.
Did you see what he wrote on the ring when he gave her the ring?
Yeah, not period going period anywhere.
Anywhere.
Oh.
Well, the ring's not going anywhere.
She is. She's going somewhere.
Okay, so what's the story with the Twitch guy from the Ellen Show?
So he passed away, and we found out that it was a really traumatic experience for his wife, Allison Holker. Weeks after his death, she was cleaning out their closet and discovered a lot of stuff she had no idea was in there.
And we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. It was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
She said she found basically a whole bunch of pills and mushrooms and other substances, all kinds of different drugs hidden in his shoe boxes. She's like, this is a closet I had been in many times and like never saw any of these things. She read things about him in his journals that she didn't know about his past, really traumatic things. And she's like, I'm sharing this now because he was holding on to shame. He was holding on to all of this pain. And hopefully, like, me being able to, like, tell you this makes some people, or at least one person out there, feel like they're not the only one feeling this way and you can get help.
And that's just so heartbreaking because when it comes to a tragedy like that, it's like she had no idea her husband was like going through so much pain, and like what you feel after that and not knowing and not picking up the signs is just heartbreaking. And then you find out things, that you never want to know or discover. It's just so sad all around.
I feel so bad for her.
Tell me about Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Thanking?
So she actually got a really cool award for her role in Wicked, and she's new to the acting world, kind of. Like, she did TV, but like the movie thing this was a big deal for her. So she got the Rising Star Award, and in her speech, she said this.
You don't know how much it means to me. I've been performing since I was a child, so I never thought at the age of 31 I would be hearing the words Rising Star again. So I want to start by thanking my good friends Botox and Jupiter.
Hilarious, right? But everyone remembers there was a recent interview where she had said she'd given up on fillers and Botox, and everyone's like, wait a minute, you just thanked Botox and Jupiter, and like, what does that mean? And so she actually had to clarify that, like, she still doesn't do that.
I'm still clean. But when I start going again, I'll let you know. I mean it. I really want to be transparent as a beauty founder. As the founder of I Am Beauty, I think it's important to have transparency. But I love it and I support it. But I am still 4 years clean.
I like her.
So funny. I love her. And it's like, it is funny to see her as Rising Star because, like, I grew up on Victorious, so like Cat Valentine is that B for me.
Like, she's been around.
Yeah.
She has been around. You see the video of her when she's like 12 singing a song?
Singing Wicked.
Oh, yeah,
literally singing Defying Gravity. Like, she is just, I love Ariana Grande so much. I don't care what anybody says about her.